Alright guys, so we are back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to be looking at the summonable version of this GT final form Frieza right here. Now, they released two versions of the Frieza and the Cell. There is a free-to-play version for each character, and of course there's also a summonable version. Now, to be quite honest, I'm actually a bigger fan of the free-to-play versions of these characters down here, because they are both very, very good support units that have interesting abilities. Now, the summonable version, right? They have an attack and defensive buff. They do a lot else with their passive, but it's not realistic, I would say, most of the time to be able to get those passives to activate. One cool thing about there being two versions of these cards, by the way, is the fact that they are farmable. So, at the very least, the summonable versions of these cards are actually, you can go ahead and farm them up. So we'll feed in all of these Friezas, get GT Frieza up to SA10 here. We'll go ahead and Dokkan Awaken him, and then we'll take him into an event and test him out on the Extreme Physical team. Because right now, unfortunately, there isn't really another place to use him. I guess you could use him on the villain team. Both Frieza and Cell. Maybe that would be a better place to use them. I don't know. It's not really too big of a deal, I guess. But Extreme Physical does work very well because there are other Frieza race characters on there. And of course, you have something like the 40% Super Boo, who's really going to make this guy look pretty good. So let me level him up and we'll hop into an event and test him out. Alright, so we'll go ahead and use an Extreme Physical team just like this right here. I'll probably have Frieza and the Cooler. Of course, I'm talking about the full power final form Frieza. I'll have him and Cooler serve a rotation. And then we'll probably also use the GT Frieza along with the support GT Cell. The units are kind of designed to be utilized together. Because of the fact that, like, in order for the Frieza to do, like, the extra damage, the unit does need to be sealed, which Cell will do. And then it sort of works the opposite for the other one, the other unit, what is it, the Cell, like, works with the free-to-play Frieza, and that the free-to-play Frieza can stun, and then Cell could do more damage. Now, I will say the GT Frieza here, like, if an enemy can be sealed, Cell is able to seal with a 100% chance. So it's pretty easy to actually, stick that to the enemy and have Frieza go ahead and, get the super effective damage and the extra 100% attack, which he'll have when an enemy is sealed. Whereas, looking at the Int Cell, stunning is not a 100% chance, and that Cell needs the enemy to be stunned in order for him to get the buff. So I would say for that reason, this Frieza is definitely better than the Cell, because it's going to be much more difficult to get that stun to actually stick. Now, okay. What I'm going to do here, looks like Frieza's going to super no matter what. I'm actually going to push Frieza off rotation. I think we're going to kill this Goku. I don't really think there's much, like, I could do to prevent that, but we're probably going to... Wow! He did 33k to full power Frieza. What? That... What? Nani? Okay, that was... Yo, he did a lot more damage to Frieza than I thought he was gonna. Whoa. Okay, bro. Whoa. Frieza got mollywopped, bro. Alright, so here's what Frieza and Cell super attack looks like. Of course, it's the technique that they were using against... Oh, we actually got the stun right there. But it's the technique they were using against Goku in Hell in GT. Since he's stunned, I guess I don't need to heal. Damn, I really would prefer... nothing I could do about it, huh? I would strongly prefer if Omega Shenron did not super here, because, again, I want to get Frieza over on rotation with this Cell right here. And this will be a pretty good rotation to see what the Frieza is going to be capable of doing, because we have Super Boo here. We have, of course, this physical Cell, and then we'll have Frieza together. That'll be a pretty strong rotation. Now, Extreme Physical is also going to be pretty good now in terms of healing, because, we have that free-to-play Cell card, which does heal. Whoa. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Shadow Dragon, our characters, do extra damage here. I was like, 3 million? Nani? Okay. So, we definitely do not... I can't prevent him from getting a super attack, huh? I would prefer, like, them to Frieza and the coolers and stuff to super as little as possible, but I can't really prevent at least one of the coolers from also supering. Okay, so we'll do it kind of like that. Hopefully, Frieza and Cooler do not get crits. That would be, like, ideal, because I would like, against this Goku right here, to test out Frieza's capabilities. So, just as long as Cooler doesn't crit right here and take him down, which she did. Okay. Yeah, Cooler and Frieza, they're still pretty strong units. Damn. Alright, so I wasn't quite able to prevent Goku from dying. Even, you know, type disadvantage in those first 2 stages, we still did tear them apart. But I guess, hey, at least the damage is going to look more impressive for Frieza right here. So, let's have Cell. I'm actually going to go ahead and... should I use an item here? We don't really have I'm actually going to go ahead and use an Icarus, I think, because we actually don't have very good defenses with this rotation. This Frieza is still only at 1% in the dupe system, so he's nothing crazy. Let's go ahead and go for the Trunks at the end. Nah, because Cell can't kill Gohan, so we'll go for... Well, no, but... Okay. Yeah, my bad, guys. So Frieza, he gains the ability to do super effective type damage. So we will aim for this Trunks right here. And now what's going to happen is Cell will seal that Trunks. Then Frieza is going to be able to come in, and he gets an additional attack buff of 100%, and his attacks become super effective against all types because of the fact that the enemy is going to be sealed. That's why these 2 units are designed to work this way together. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Well, double-edged sword is the wrong term, but this is why there's free-to-play cards. So 1, you could farm the super attack, and 2, so that you can, like, really try and activate their special abilities. So Frieza, almost a 1 million attack stat. That's not bad. Considering he's 1% in the dupe system, that's quite good. And then he did 800k damage right there. Okay. So there's what Frieza's looking like. I did already do a video on the private server account of what the 100% version of this card looked like. And it is impressive, certainly. But if I was to recommend to you guys, I would not really put a lot of resources into these units. And the reason I say that is because of the fact that in the strongest fights, like once we get to, Ultra, full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku at the end here, he's going to be immune to sealing and stunning. So this physical Frieza and then the Int Cell, they won't be capable of doing the crazy maximum damage that they can do. It's just not going to come out because that enemy is immune to those status effects. So I think that does severely limit the potential of both this Frieza and that Cell. And that's why I really don't, consider giving them orbs to be really that smart of an idea. It certainly is like a fun, like, couple card concept ideas. Like, I do like it. I'm glad they were put into the game. It's just, in this era of Dokkan, where basically enemies are immune to all that shit, I would say it's not really that big of a deal. We got the 1 attack with Frieza. I do feel that's sufficient. I do have to start getting ready for Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who is actually... he's quite tough against a double 120% team. And these fuckers, they just supered left and right. But that will activate Big Bad Bosses, so now Cooler is going to hit even hard. Well, no, the Cell doesn't have Big Bad Bosses. Oh, well. Alright, so goodbye. So now we move on to our boy Ultra Full Power Goku. Although I suppose Omega Shenron probably could eliminate him here. I think I'm going to go ahead and use an Icarus here just to be on the safe side. I probably don't need to, but again, this Goku, he can be scary. He certainly can be scary, especially without having, like, category, defensive buffs and shit like that. So let's see how, only 100 damage. That does have Big Bad Bosses active. Although, it's very possible that Omega could just absolutely sit this Goku down right here, because he is going to do, significant damage. If he got a second super, we'll one-turn this fucker. He didn't. That's okay, though. They really... It's like The original Omega Shenron fight, like, was so easy back in the day with that GT Link, and they really did do the same thing here for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I don't think Super Buu will do enough damage to finish him off right here. Even though he's SA10, he doesn't... Oh, he actually did. Okay, wow. All right, well, we one-turned Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I guess we probably didn't need to use an Icarus after all, huh? But there is the physical GT Frieza. I don't know. Again, we'll see in the future. Maybe he might be more usable when he finally gets a category. I do think, you know, eventually this Frieza will get a category. I think basically every unit in the game will eventually get a category. But some units, like LR Super Saiyan Goku, like, what saga, like, what arc are they actually going to give that guy? I guess they would have to give him the Android or Cell Saga at this point. He would have to be, since he's not in the Buu Saga, even though he does the Super Spirit Bomb. And he's also not in the Namek Saga, which is already around. So let's briefly take a look at this Frieza. This is Anger, Roaring in Hell, Frieza Final Form GT. His leader skill is Extreme Physical, Key 2, and HP Attack and Defense 90%. So that's pretty good for Dokkan Battlefield, actually. That's quite good. And again, you know, global players should be getting Dokkan Battlefield very soon. His super attack is the Hellbuster, which does supreme damage with a medium chance to stun the enemy. Medium chance should be about 30%, so that's actually not too bad. His passive skill is Evil, Deepening, and Hell. He gets an attack and defensive buff of 80%, so that's basically what you're going to have a majority of the time. Not bad. That's actually pretty good for like an unfeatured SSR, right? That's what the Super Saiyan God Gokus get after all. And you know how much everyone loves those cards. And then this Frieza gets an additional 100% attack, and he basically becomes, Super Gogeta, where attacks are effective against all types, as long as the enemy is sealed, which, I was able to show off using the free-to-play cell. It's just in the toughest fights, the toughest moments against the toughest enemies, you're not going to be able to seal or stun. It would work pretty effectively on Super Battle Road, though, that's for sure. And his links are Prodigies, Universe's Most Malevolent, Shocking Speed, Strongest Clan in Space, Nightmare, GT, and Shatting Limit. So good links, but it is a shame that he has Shatting Limit instead of Fierce Battle. 12Q multiplier is 150%. Holy shit. What the hell? Okay. They usually don't give that to, like, unfeatured SSRs here. I mean, he was featured on the Goku banner, but, you guys get what I'm saying when I reference that. 150% 12K. That's what fucking Super Saiyan 4 Goku has. That's crazy. Okay. And then, unfortunately, he doesn't have categories. I mean, I guess they just said, nah, fuck him. All, like, Super 17 ARC cards are pretty much shafted outside of those two free-to-play Cell and Frieza cards, which are absolute insanity. But there we go, guys. That will do it for today. Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys farm up those free-to-play cards, and I'll catch y'all next time.